All right, guys. Hopefully this is. Oops. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I think we're. I think we're streaming now. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. If you're in the chat, if you tell me if everything's working okay, that'd be appreciated. So this is going to be a game between U.S. Air Force in blue playing against Utah Tech in white. Uh, so right now we've got first period. U.S. Air Force, I believe, just scored, but the scoreboard's not reflecting it. And I was too busy trying to get this to work. Air Force, sorry, I don't know any of the girls' names. So Air Force steals the ball, number 9. Swims it across the deep post. Utah Tech defending. Air Force passes the ball into the inside deep post. Moves the ball up to the top. Air Force controlling the ball, makes the ball live. Passes the ball across the inside post. Inside post, walking the ball in. Shoots and scores. So now it looks like it's 1-0, but it might be 2-0 Air Force. So Utah Tech with the ball. Utah Tech controlling the ball up the top. Air Force defending in blue. Air Force defending. Utah Tech passes the ball across. UT passes the ball into the hole set. Good defense by Air Force controls. Air Force goalie with the ball. Ball comes up on a counterattack. Air Force attacking, passes the ball into a player who had beaten her player down the far post, scores the goal. Score is now 3-0 Air Force. Utah Tech is having to play Iron Woman ball. They have no subs, so they are playing all 4 quarters. And at this altitude, that's a tough ask. Air Force defending. Ordinary foul up on the top. Ball's live. Ball moves down to the near side post. Ordinary foul allows them a free throw. Ball moves into the UT hole set, who's pushing off, gets called for it. Offensive turnover. Air Force controls. A offensive turnover when the ball squirts by the Air Force player. She grabs a hold, turns the ball over. Utah Tech with a lob shot. Nice block by the goalie. Goalie defends, retains the ball. Ball turns over to Air Force. Air Force with a counterattack. Ball's moved up. Air Force with a player defend on the far wing, weak side wing, wide open. Their Air Force hole set turns their player, retains the ball, stands up and shoots and scores. Score is now 4-0 Air Force. Okay, so Utah is controlling the ball now. Utah Tech, to be clear. They're in white, Air Force in blue. Air Force defending, just good defense up on the top, controls the ball with burning off shot clock. Ball moves up again. Utah Tech kind of set up with their whole set, pushed out to the 6 by the Air Force defense. Ball moves into the deep wing. Ball goes out of the pool, turns over to Air Force. Air Force now controls the ball with the goalie, moving it up to their player up on the far post or on the far wing. She's moving the ball in, driving. She continues her drive, keeps that inside water. Air Force shoots the ball just over the top of the goal. Utah Tech goalie looking for an outlet, throws the ball out to her deep wing. Stolen by a Air Force player who's ready for that long pass. She's coming down the pool with the controlling the ball. Air Force has a lot of options here. Several players breaking away. Air Force's player on the far wing calls for the ball, puts it away. No doubt about it. All right, so restarting here again. Air Force defending. Utah Tech got the ball up near side wing. Ordinary foul called by the ref. Moves the ball into the hole set. High pass allows the Air Force defender to block the ball out to her player. Ball turns over. Goalie moves the ball up. Another counterattack coming from the Air Force. The Air Force really has wings today. Ball into their hole set. All alone. 2 meters out in front of the goalie. No chance. I'm sorry, guys. It's saying it's getting a video error, and I don't know why. We're moving across. Sorry, I'm not sure why we're getting a streaming error. I think this may have to do with the fact that uh, it may have to do with the fact that the Wi-Fi down here is so bad. Now it says it's coming back online, so I apologize for the streaming errors. Air Force player number 2 is ejected for grabbing or pulling back. Air Force's goalie with a fantastic save on a shot taken from the top allows the Air Force to regain their player back in the field. 6-on-6. Air Force moves the ball up to their player coming back into re-entering the field of play. 9 seconds left in the quarter. Oh, excellent idea from the Air Force player, number 21. Instead of catching the ball and trying to catch it, turn it, and shoot it, she just tries to deflect it, but it just misses the goal. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick pause for I'm just going to mute it. We'll keep playing the audio. All right, guys, welcome back. Start of the second. We've got Air Force defending left. I don't know what I just did. I just did something. Air Force is defending left and attacking to the right. So restart of the game with the sprint. Air Force coming out. Easily handled by Air Force. Air Force moving the ball down into the middle. Unfortunately, it gets a turnover. Utah Tech controlling the ball. Utah Tech with a counter. Air Force able to block their counterattack. Ball's held up. Ordinary foul on the top post. Air Force defending against the Utah Tech player. Oh, and a block by the Air Force player allows that ball to gain a lot of height and skirt over the goalie. If you guys are able to, if you guys are watching, I apologize if there's any errors. I think it has to do with the streaming rate. The Wi-Fi down here is not the best inside the Air Force Academy. Utah Tech controls the ball. They're moving the ball up to their halfway line. Air Force has got players move down. They're covering well. Utah Tech with a player in front. Oh, bar out. Air Force ball. Air Force moves the ball up. Moves the ball across their far wing. They've got a player with nobody on her. Shoots 3 meters out. Oh, pulls the ball back, shoots up and over the goal. Utah Tech's ball. Okay. Utah Tech's ball. Moves it into a hole set. Air Force defending. Great save by their goalie. Let's see. It's going to be Utah Tech's ball in the far 2 meter. Ball moves into hole set. Hole set does a backhand over the top of the goal. Air Force's goalie passes the ball up to the far wing. Utah Air Force has a player streaking down the inside. Utah Tech's goalie with a one-on-no-one stop. Passes the ball up and out. Oh, a little short. Stops her players swimming down the pool. Ball is stolen by Air Force. Air Force ball. Passes the ball out. They've got numbers. Utah Tech slows their offense down. Moves the ball across the top post. Air Force player all alone, 4 meters out, shoots the ball, scores it, top left post, top left corner. So that brings the score to 6 Air Force, 1 Utah Tech. Air Force subbing everyone in. Utah Tech with ball stolen by Air Force. Air Force controls the ball in the middle of the pool, moves it up to their player on a counterattack. Air Force has numbers up the pool, moves the ball across the weak side, and right in front, Air Force scores. That was number 22 for the Air Force scoring that goal. And now the score is 8-1, I believe. No, 7-1. 7-1 Air Force. Utah Tech bringing the ball up. Moves the ball across to their near side wing. Controlling the ball, just an ordinary foul. Takes a shot from about 8 meters out, misses just wide of the Air Force goal. Air Force controlling. Goalie brings the ball up to her near side wing. Air Force player streaks down the side. Utah Tech able to steal the ball. Utah Tech's goalie controls the ball. Moves it across. Ball in the driver position. Shot from about 14 meters out, goes wide of the goal. Air Force goalie controls. Passes the ball up to the driver position. Driver moves it down to her whole set. He's got some space. Moves it across to her weak side wing. Bar out. Utah Tech controls. No goal. Ball just a little short of her player. Air Force regains possession. Swims the ball down. Shoots and scores. And that makes the score Air Force 8, Utah Tech 1. Utah Tech finds some great support on the Utah bench. Air Force fouls the Utah Tech whole set, gets fouled during the dead time foul, allows for an ejection to occur. Timeout called by So a little bit confusing there for a second. Air Force earns an ejection during a dead time foul, fouling the Utah Tech whole set. Then a timeout was called, but they just wanted the timeout to set up Utah's goalie out. Starts moving the ball around on the 6-on-5. Ball moved across, moved up to the top post. Air Force defending well, lots of arms up. And ball is stopped by the Air Force armada of arms. Am I allowed to make references like that? Ball moves up. Air Force has the ball on the far side. They've got an open player about 4 meters out. Doesn't take the shot, moves the ball around. Air Force drives. They only have 2 seconds remaining in the shot clock. 1, 2. That should be the shot clock. No goal. Utah Tech's fall. 13 seconds remaining in this half. Clock should be winding. There it goes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1, and ball's just short of the goal. At the end of the half, U.S. Air Force 9, Utah Tech 1. And they're going to switch sides. All right, guys, we'll be back in just a minute. I'm going to keep the stream going, but turn off the audio. All right, everybody. If you're just joining us, it's the start of the third quarter. U.S. Air Force women's up 9 versus Utah Tech with 1. So it's 9-1 Air Force. At the start of the half, we're going to have a restart sprint for the ball. So sorry for the tripod not moving cleanly. Here comes the sprint. Won by Air Force. Air Force moves the ball around. Ball's up at the Air Force driver position, moves down to the inside wing. Air Force moves the ball across the whole set, whole turns, shoots, and scores. That was number 9 for Air Force. Score is now 10 Air Force, 1 Utah Tech. Ball's moving across. Utah Tech draws an ejection on Air Force. Utah Tech is up a player. Ball moves around the outside. Utah Tech fighting for the ball. Air Force able to regain control of it. Moves it across to the Air Force post. Now into the deep wing. Air Force moves the ball across to their weak side post. Shoots it over the top of the goalie. Bar out. However, a Air Force player was there to push in the rebound. That brings the score to 11-1. So that was Air Force's number 15. All right, here we go. Restart for Utah Tech. The ladies of Utah Tech are attacking from the driving position. Move a ball across to the top wing. Holding the ball. Moves inside. Just an ordinary foul. Looks for her open hole set. They're double posting. Ordinary foul. She moves the ball across. Air Force anticipates the pass. Jumps on it. Steals the ball. Back to their goalie. Brings the ball on a fast counterattack to their Air Force player, I think that's number 9. She controls the ball at that deep wing. Utah Tech dropping, closing off the whole set. She's able to get the ball into the hole. Ball moves out. Shot clock expires. Utah Tech ball. Utah Tech controlling. They move the ball up to their driver position. Driver position moves it across. Utah Tech just over the top bar out. Air Force controlling. Moves the ball into their deep wing. Air Force shoots and scores on the counterattack, number 9. All right, here we go with the Utah Tech start. So Air Force leads 12-1. Utah Tech with the ball in white. Ordinary foul up at the driver position. Utah Tech looking to set up their offense. Moves the ball into hole set. Hole set brings the ball out. Shoots. Ball is saved by the goalie. Goalie moves the ball out. Up to her player up at the midfield. Air Force shoots near side and scores. So that's going to be Air Force 13, Utah Tech 1.
How many people are watching?
There were about 12. 6 right now. Utah Tech with the ball up at the top. Annika, can I have you scoot? Utah Tech with a shot, but a great save by the goalie. Air Force brings the ball up to their player, up at midcourt. I think the ball was just turned over and an ejection earned. And I'm not exactly sure for what. Utah Tech with the ball up at the top. They are up a player. Great save by their goalie. Air Force controlling with about 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Ball's moved up. About 3 seconds left. 2, 1. No goal. No goal. Shot was after the expiration of the game clock. So at the end of the third, it's Air Force 12, Utah Tech 1. All right, sports fans. Welcome back. Air Force's commanding lead, 13-1 at the start of the fourth quarter. And then let's see. So the sprint is occurring at the start of the fourth quarter. Air Force is coming from the right, attacking to the left. Here they come for the sprint. Referee throws the ball in. Air Force controls. Ball moves into the Air Force hole set, stolen by Utah Tech. Sorry, the referee keeps moving in the way. Ball moves across in the far post. Back up to the top wing. Flat moves the ball into the hole. Utah Tech's hole set has the ball stolen by Air Force. Passes it back to their goalie. Air Force counterattack. Air Force controlling the ball up at the flat, down to a deep wing. Deep winger is all alone. Passes the ball to her hole set. Hole set shoots. Ball's just hits the post, stays outside the goal. Utah Tech countering. Ball into the Utah Tech player on the flat. Ball moves across. Utah Tech passes down to her hole set. All alone. Shoot and score. Utah Tech score brings the score to 13-2. I'm sure. Ball moves down on the to the inside wing. Ball up to the top. Driver position. Driver is coming through. Ball stolen by Utah Tech. Turned over to Utah Tech. Utah Tech now countering. Oh, they're playing Iron Woman ball too.
Not Air Force.
No. Yeah. Air Force steals the ball up at the top. And then ball's up at the top, flat. Air Force has a breakaway. They have one player coming across the middle, bringing her defender with her. Air Force shoots near side. Utah Tech blocks the ball. An Aaron pass turns the ball over to Air Force. Air Force passes it across. Shoots it near side, blocked by the Utah Tech goalie. She's trying to reach her player up at the top. Unfortunately, the Air Force player was able to get there first. Air Force controlling the ball. Swimming the ball down. Ball moves across the weak side. All alone in front. Shoots near side, able to score. Number 10, Frederick, Air Force.
She's like in the goal. Let's go! Let's go!
Okay, Utah Tech restart. Score is 14-2. Air Force with a commanding lead. Bringing the ball up, looking for her hole set. Protecting the ball. Tries to move around her defender. Passes the ball into hole set. Hole set is double teamed. Hole set's working hard. Air Force able to steal the ball. Air Force moves the ball back to their goalie. Starts their counterattack. Air Force brings the ball up. They have a player across the far side, wide open. Gets the ball knocked out. Near side now comes up. Ball's up at the top driver position. Moves the ball across the far wing. And a great save by the goalie. Turns the ball over. 48 seconds left in the game. Utah Tech with one more chance to bring the ball down. Brings the ball up to halfway. Utah Tech's whole set is fronted. Moves the ball down to the deep wing. Turns over. Air Force with the ball with 20 seconds left in the game. Ball moved up to halfway. Utah Tech able to steal the ball. 7 seconds left in the game. Ball is live. Moves it up. And that's the end of the game, folks. Thank you for joining us. It was Air Force 14, Utah Tech 2.